Well, I'm excited to talk about your instructor journey and the class that you're actually going to be teaching, right? And that's why we're all here. So before we delve into the mechanics of class, let's look at the journey to you teaching. And again, I'm just going to get really real with you. When I first started teaching, it was 2001. I was in the University of South Florida, and I was on the dance team, and someone said, hey, you love to dance, and we see that you like to work out, so why don't you teach a hip-hop class? And I was like, I have no idea how to do that, but that sounds fun. Let's do it. And that's really how I started. Nobody taught me really, like I didn't have an example. It really just came innately to me, and I just took dancing, like what I did, and I was like, okay, how do I communicate this to the layperson that has no background on nothing, okay? And I found right after my first class, I had a real knack and a real gift for communicating movement, specifically dance. So that was exciting. So however you got here, I'm not sure, but my tag has been, or my slogan, one of them is love it, learn it, teach it. Somehow either you love hip hop, you love the culture, you love the music, or you've seen my work and you just love me and how I teach, and you want to be doing what I'm doing or my instructors are doing, or you're inspired, right? So the love it part, like you fall in love with it. Then you learn it, and that's what we're doing right now. Obviously, this is what this course is about. Then you teach it. Before you can teach it, obviously, the learning part is what I'm going to talk to you about on how I structure the learning part. And again, getting really real, I never wanted to teach how to teach it. I started in 2001, didn't start teaching instructors how to do it until 2009, because really I didn't think it was possible. Like I thought it was just like something, okay, God just gave me this gift. I can't teach other people how to do that. It wasn't until I had to, either because I got pregnant 3 times, 3 boys, or we had to move from place to place, and I would grow my classes really big. I had these big followings, these big people, they were counting on me, and I couldn't just leave them hanging. They wanted to continue. So, and back then, there wasn't internet and things like that. So that's when I really created, or there was internet, but it wasn't as big. So then I created the instructor training course because it just was a need. It was a necessity, and that was it. So the love it, you're already loving it, right? The learn it method is what I'm going to talk to you about. And this is the part that I could never put together and really explain. And so you're the first to see this, so I hope that it gives you a lot of clarity. So we have learning methods of learning the mechanics. So this would be, okay, up rock and the steps and the hip hop steps and the move and the this and go right and go left. So this mechanical stuff. Or, okay, this is the muscle, this is the quad, this is the, right? So all those are the little details. And then from there, so we start with the details. We're learning details like that. And then we go into what I call the practical, where we're actually doing it. So you're something I call curing or setting it into your body. So I may be showing you how to do the focus point method, and I may be teaching you how to do the focus point method, but it isn't until you do the focus point method that it really sets into your body. And that's really the practical or practice part of it. And that's going to require a lot of hours on your part, right? I don't know, some people can pick it up really quickly, or some people may take longer, and different things, different ways. So that's the next step to this instructor training, learn it. Then there's the transformational step. Love this step. This is the step that I wasn't able to do without creating another program that I call Kick My Abs or Love My Abs. And that is really what happened in 2012 for me, or 2010, 2012, when I was just doing the mechanics and practicing every day. I was teaching classes. I was on fire. I was killing it. I was just doing it so much, right? And I had gained so much momentum that all of a sudden I looked down and I was like, oh my gosh, I have a 6-pack. Oh my gosh, my arms are ripped. I guess I am really fit. I'm a fitness instructor. Up until that point, I was just teaching dance movement or hip-hop dance movement to people. And that's when I had a transformation. I was like, oh my gosh, an instructor owning fitness and being and becoming a fitness expert. Because slowly like I said, my husband started showing me and teaching me, okay, this is how this happens and this is what, right? And my spine was more aligned and my eating got better and I started eating great things and then all these areas. So I have a focus, move, eat life, remove interference. Those are my core principles or alignment. So focus your body, mind, and soul. That's why I have a focus point method. Move, that's what we're doing, dancing, moving. Sometimes I do tons of cross training, doing different things. Love lifting weights, love being strong, love TRX, love all these other avenues. I teach cycling. I can literally move all the time. I love movement. So I was doing that. Then I started eating life. It was awesome, like green food, real food, strawberries, blueberries, right? Got out of the mentality like pasta, salads, McDonald's, Checkers, right? Got out of that mentality and started eating like food that was alive, that the sun had touched. See? Because when the sun touched it, then it got all this life energy. And that life energy sticking in your body, oh my gosh, you feel completely different. And then aligning with my purpose, really figuring out what it is that I was put on this earth to do. Because it wasn't just dancing, right? Not just performing. It was something more that I wanted to do. So that's when I call the be it stage. And at some point, you may get there and you may start being it. Or you may take my program, again, learn how to be it. I also call this my ab-kicking, fat-burning machine, being an ab-kicking, fat-burning machine. Being a hip-hop fit instructor that changes lives versus just I teach dance fitness or I teach this or, right, you're really embodying it. So from there, and I'm going to write this one down, I'm going to call it the creatorship. This is really the fourth kind of learning stage. And really at that point, you're not even learning. Somehow, everything lines up for you, and you're just literally in spirit. Like you're moving, just like I'm teaching you right now. I don't have a teleprompter or people telling me what to say. It's just coming from here to there. And all of a sudden you're aware and you're participants and you see their bodies and you want to correct their movements and you somehow change the way you say something to express the movement better, right? You're creating dances. You're creating choreography. You are no longer worried about, should I move right? Is it my left foot? Is it my right? Is it my arm? Do I go here or here? Right now you are the creator of your world, really transcending. It's really hard to put it into words what that feels like, but it really just feels like harmony. You're like one with the music, one with your class, one with your education, one with whatever you're doing. You're just there in spirit. And that's why in the beginning and our introduction, as I fall over, I said I want to create a new generation of instructors. I hope that you continue your path and your learning and you stay with me, not only in this course, but further, so that you get to a creatorship area that is completely different than transformational and is completely different than practical and mechanics. That is kind of like right, when everything lines up. And that's where I want you guys to get to. And that's really how we change a lot of lives and make a huge impact. But trust me, in the mechanical stages, when you're first starting out, like you teach your first class, you teach your first 2-3 people, wherever that is, I will give you more than enough tools to also change lives. It's working your way up here. And there's different, methods and programs and things like that for you to get there. So we're going to jump right into, now you know what the learn it is going to look like and what it should feel like. So it's going to feel like, a lot of knowledge. Okay, got it. Okay, gonna do it, set it in. You may have to watch these videos over and over again, or you may just have to turn the music on, stick it on, and practice. Do your focus point method breathing. Practice, set it in. And then at some point you gain enough momentum that you're transforming you, transforming your classes, and then going into the creatorship. I want to get you there. We won't do it probably in this 8-hour training, but just know that is the progression where I want you.